What we have here is a zoomed in map of Sydney. We've currently embedded some population values into the map. I'm going to show you some examples of how you use selections, the top 3 reasons, and then go into all the mechanics of how you make selections. Alright, so first example, we're going to bring up a statistics window. I'm going to go over enable radius select mode, drag out a tool, and we see that we've got a running total being created for us. And then we'll go through and add some further selections if we wish, and we see that we've got a running total being made. Very handy for say territory management, and you had a total population target in mind and you needed to meet say a certain minimum. In this case we could just make up the fact that we're after 300,000, and then we've got the territory to suit, and so we could easily do a couple of things with that. So let's go away and do that now. So let's say that we wanted to get a listing of postcodes and suburbs while we've got map selections up. So we'll copy selections. Okay, so then handily put that into clipboard for us. We'll go to open Excel and do a paste, and we have a sorted list of postcodes and suburbs, and so we can then take that away and share that with other applications. Going back to the map, what we've got is selections, which we can also then save off as a territory. This being our third main reason for making map selections. Territory save as current selection, and we'll give it some imaginary color, something that will stand out. There we go, my first one. Save it now, and there we have a nice brightly colored area which is now indicated as being belong to the territory. We can continue in that mode. For example, create a second one over here. I'll just use the keyboard shortcut to jump to that. Again, we'll just give it a different style. And we'll just zoom out to see them. Alright, so we've easily seen that we can create territories with just a few keystrokes based on any map selections. Of course, when you're doing it for your business, you may decide to, of course, take a lot longer and a lot more care, particularly when you're looking at geography and other considerations, but that's the idea in principle. Just select and save, move on, select and save. We'll go back up into the main menu and icons, and we'll have a look at all the mechanics in detail. So up in the main menu we have the select being the main area, but not necessarily the only area, and we can make additions to the map, that is making selections on the map on several different kinds of possibilities. One is we'll select everything. There might be some reason why you might want to do that, and for example, we can say selections only within a territory, so everything that's currently on the map as a territory, we can select it, in which case that would be very handy for bringing up that statistics total, for example. What are the total population for these 2 territories that I'm interested in today? We can also add in selections on the basis of being either within or outside a value. So let's say that you had some demographics or maybe sales values, and you added them to the map. Well, who are those areas that don't have a value? We could easily see that. Or where a value is a particular numerical target, not equal to or greater than some number, we can put in that number and do that selection there. Selecting add this particular territory, and we could select the name of that particular territory. So what we'll do is we'll bring everything out of the map here. We'll make it back to default, and let's say that we were just looking at what appears to us as being a blank map, or we don't have anything currently on it. We could say select add this territory, and we can pick a name. So look, please select this territory called my first one. It knows the extent of it and can simply apply the selection for us. And of course we can extend that concept and say not only a territory but my table, that is being a table that you've brought in and imported in before. We can know the coverage of it and give a map selection on the basis of it. And we could do the opposite operation. We could remove, on the basis of being inside or outside a territory, a value, and so on and so forth. So we'll do a remove and get rid of everything. And we can show only if current, and if not current, we'll, for example, if we did a big radius selection, just do another one over here. You can see that we've actually gone off the screen, and we don't necessarily know where the extent is on this current map view. Select, show only if current. There's an option here for radius. We've got a radius operation with optional suburb details, only if within a major metro road distance, or allow all postcodes in suburbs. So that would mean that if we had a difficult area in the city and we wanted to go through and get our postcodes only or suburbs only within a particular distance of a road distance of a point, we can ignore the harbours and bays and rivers and so on, and get a true distance selection, and that is available to us as an option. Export to current selection, that's the same as what we did before, except it has a couple more options for including this GPO box. GPO box means that, for example, if we've got a particular area of geography, such as Sydney 2000, it has a whole range of associated non-geographic postcodes to do with it. The delivery areas 2001 and 1000 series, we can include that in our copy. When we did a copy map before, and we did copy selections, it just does the geography that you see here, so you get true suburbs and postcodes, and not all the delivery possibilities. So that's a very brief overview of selections. We have all of our options here for doing that directly off the menu. We have options here for doing it off our icons for moving in, and we do have a few other options here. For example, we've got in the search a postcode and suburb, we've actually got a select this location on the basis of making a map search as well. So they are sprinkled around in various parts of the application. I won't go through them all exhaustively. This is just a very brief overview on selections and how easy they are to do.